What is it that allows some traders like Angelina to get results like this? And yet most traders get stuck in the boom and bust cycle, getting funded and then blowing that account, or making a little bit of profit and giving it straight back to the market, and getting stuck in the same destructive trading patterns over and over. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you what is it that traders like Angelina do and what they don't do that allow them to get the results that they get. And so that you can start implementing these action steps into your trading right now to start replicating some of these results. Now, if you have a particular challenge in your trading that you just can't seem to get through, comment it below, I'll offer you some help. And if you resonate with my content, I'm going to encourage you to go into the first comment or the description below and download the free Bulletproof 3.0 training. That's a completely free training and tool that helps you implement these processes and principles into your trading so you can see measurably better results in your trading, and this just doesn't become another YouTube video you watch. Now, there are 3 prerequisites for this particular video. Firstly, you have to have a statistical edge already. You have to have an edge that is profitable, and you have to have tested that or had some glimpses of live results that show that you have a statistical edge. Secondly, you need to ensure that that statistical edge is in some form of a mechanical system or a plan so that you have a replicable way to show up to the market and to execute. And thirdly, you must have sensible risk management that limits your risk per trade, that limits your losses per day, losses per week in some form of a drawdown protocol. These are the 3 essential criteria to ensuring that you have a statistical edge, that you can show up to the market and execute and have long-term consistent profitability despite there being both wins and losses in that sample space. So if you already have those 3 things, keep watching. If you don't, this video isn't right for you. Now, the problem when you have those 3 things is now being able to stick to your trading plan. And that's the big problem that traders face. Traders have good trading strategies. They've got statistical edges. They've got trading strategies and great risk management, but they struggle to stick to their trading plan. The moment they're under pressure, they start over trading and over risking and taking setups that aren't part of their plan and imagining and creating setups in the market. And really what's going on in the brain is under pressure and high pressure environments, meaning environments where there are perceived rewards available, the brain reallocates its resources from the prefrontal cortex. You know, when you're backtesting and there's no pressure and you're creating your trading plan, it's very easy for your psychology to be moderated and for the blood glucose and oxygen to be in the prefrontal cortex, and you're planning and you're creating a statistical edge. But the moment there's a perceived reward on the line and pressure spikes, then the brain reallocates its resources to the amygdala because the brain perceives that pressure as a life-threatening situation. So your survival response kick fires. And all the amygdala wants is the alleviation of pain and the seeking after pleasure. That's all the amygdala is designed to do. It's designed to keep you alive. The way it knows to do that is to seek immediate pleasure and avoid immediate pain. So the amygdala is a reactive response. It's looking at your external stimulus and your external environment. It's doing whatever it can in that moment, whatever it perceives it can do in that moment to avoid pain and seek pleasure. So in other words, when you're in a trade and it's about to hit your stop loss, the amygdala pulls the stop loss back to avoid that loss of actualizing the trading loss. And when you're running in profit before it hits your take profit, the amygdala closes the trade down early as a way to capture that immediate reward because it's fearful of losing those unrealized profits. When you take a few losses or you go into drawdown, the amygdala jumps straight back into the market, impulsively over trading, taking setups that aren't part of your plan as a way and a hope to alleviate that pain of being in drawdown and those recent losses. So every single one of the destructive trading patterns and breaking your trading rules can be tracked back to your amygdala and your survival response getting fired up. And a lot of the work I do with traders when I work with them is helping them moderate the amygdala's survival response so that they can have the executive part of their brain in charge under pressure. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to give you 4 don'ts and 4 do's to ensure that you can start acting out of the prefrontal cortex under pressure, to ensure you can start sticking to your trading plan, and to ensure you can start reaping the results of your edge and start getting results like some of these traders like Angelina. So these are the 4 things you must absolutely avoid as a trader if you want consistent profitability. Firstly, don't rely on willpower. This is a big one, a big trap that traders fall into. Willpower is a neocortex tool. By the time you can actually feel the urge to break your trading plan, the amygdala's response is already fired, it's already won. You cannot out-discipline or out-willpower a threat response, a survival response. So if your whole strategy for sticking to your trading plan is try harder next time, you've already lost. Falling into these destructive trading patterns was never a willpower or a discipline issue. The best traders don't rely on willpower or discipline. They have rebuilt their trading processes and they fall back on good trading processes. The second absolute don't and thing to avoid if you want consistent profitability is don't size up after a loss. What's going on is, again, your amygdala is perceiving a drawdown as a threat and it's doing whatever it can to alleviate pain and seek after immediate relief and pleasure. In survival mode, your brain perceives more risk or a larger position size as genuinely safer because it gets you even faster. The amygdala is optimizing to alleviate that immediate threat. It's not thinking about consistent profitability. It's not considering the fact that losses are part of your edge and momentary drawdowns are essential in terms of long-term consistent profitability. Nobody's trading results are a straight line up. There are micro oscillations, ups and downs that when you zoom into a true equity curve, even if the trajectory is up, there are still micro oscillations of up and down, but the amygdala doesn't take that into consideration. Number 3, do not cut your winners early. Your brain literally can't tell the difference between giving back unrealized profits to the market and a true life-threatening danger. So you close down the trade early to alleviate that feeling of angst and anxiety. And then you go off and blame your discipline and willpower and you think there's something wrong with you. But there isn't. Your brain is doing exactly what it was designed to do. And number 4, probably one of the biggest traps is never say to yourself, just this once. That's just the sound of your amygdala negotiating. The moment you allow one just this once, you train your brain into thinking that following your rules is optional under pressure. Now traders, if you find yourself falling into even just one of these don'ts, because each of them are capable of keeping you unprofitable and blowing you up the moment pressure hits, to ensure you can become aware of these patterns in real time and have in real time intervention when you trade, what I want you to do is download the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset 3.0 training and tool and start using that tool before and during every single trade you take. That tool is designed to reflect back onto your own decisions and help you have greater awareness in real time so you can catch these patterns and you don't find yourself falling down the same destructive patterns every single time. So if you don't already have that training and tool, go into the description or scan the QR code that's going to pop up on your screen now and download it and start using it before, during, and after every single trade. And just see what happens to your trading results. Now, here are the 4 do's that I see consistent with the top 1% traders, those who get significant amounts of funding, max allocation, for example, and pull tens of thousands of dollars in payouts. Firstly, they pre-commit before they feel anything, meaning before high pressure environments hit during the active trading day, they've already planned for that trading day. They already know what opportunities are potentially going to come through. They've already forecasted this. They've already prepared their entries, their stops, the take profits, their risk, how much they're risking for the day. They've already pre-committed their actions so that they don't have to make decisions under pressure. They already know their edge. They already know their trading plan like the back of their hand. They already know their risk management. And then they're preparing for the day, the night before and the morning of that session so that trading goes from being something of I've got multiple decisions to make and going umming and ahhing and jumping between decisions to making spontaneous actions the moment the market presents opportunity that aligns with their pre-committed plan. And this significantly lowers the probability of mistakes because they've already planned for their actions on that particular day. There's no longer overwhelm or multiple decisions to make, which fires up the amygdala and creates the mistakes in the first place. The second thing they do is they name their state and they have great self-awareness. Before they trade for the day, they check in. They ask themselves, am I grounded? Am I emotionally high from my previous trading session? Am I emotionally low from my previous trading session? They have an awareness of what their internal state is, and because they know that can significantly impact their decisions for the day. If they're high, they're going to minimize risk in the market. If they're low, they're going to exaggerate risk in the market. If they're integrated, they're going to be more process-based and more able to listen to the market. And if a trader knows they're tilted, they can use that information based on previous patterns to make objective decisions. For some traders, that's just about doing a recalibration of their psychology. For other traders, it's about reducing their risk. For some traders, it's for not trading at all because they know when they're on tilt, it's a common pattern for them, so they decide not to trade. The third thing these traders do is they scale their accounts incrementally, and they're taking into consideration their reactions, their nervous system, their emotional reactions at different levels, and they're incrementally scaling their accounts. The reason most traders never reach max allocation is because they take on too much too quickly, and that pushes them into the destructive patterns. Whereas if they just incrementally scaled their accounts, every month they added an extra 10,000 or 50 or 100,000, and they allowed themselves over that month to adjust to the new degree of fear and greed, the greater degree of risk and reward, and they allowed their psychology to adjust and adapt hedonically, then they could actually reach max allocation, but they take on too much too quickly. And their emotional state gets too reactive because of the greater degree of fear and greed in that moment. But if a trader incrementally takes on an extra 10, 50, 100,000 of funding capital every month or every 2 months, and they gave themselves an opportunity at that new level to adapt, then more traders would be reaching max allocation. And then the number 4 do that I've seen every single one of the best traders do is they have a self-regulation process after wins and after losses. After a big winning day, instead of letting that build them up in pride and self-exaggeration and then being overconfident the next day and getting humbled by the market, they humble themselves in real time. They're aware of the drawbacks, the risks, the disservices of these big winning days. They ground themselves so the next trading day, they're balanced with the market. And if they had a big losing day, they have a way to lift themselves back up so they can come the next day to trade without fear of that happening again, and they can stick to their trading plan. The best traders know how to self-regulate so that they can stick to their process, they can be present with the market, they can make objective decisions. Now traders, to ensure, again, you're implementing these 4 do's, make sure you download the Bulletproof Your Trading Mindset training. That comes with my AI-powered tool called TellerX. It's completely free, and by having TellerX there, it's gonna help you implement these 4 things. It's going to give you awareness in real time. It's going to help you self-regulate after big wins and losses. It's going to help you be self-aware in high pressure moments. It's going to help you get clear on your pre-commitments. It's going to help you incrementally scale so you don't get taken over by greed. Each of these things, the 4 don'ts to remove, the 4 do's to do, that training and that tool is going to help you implement them in real time. Now traders, if you got one new insight from this video, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you know a trader out there that would benefit from this type of content, please share the video with them. Please share the video with your trading communities. It helps get this content out to traders who need to hear it most. Now traders, before you click away, what I want you to do next is watch the video that's going to pop up on your screen here. It's a 22-minute video that summarizes 6 years of trading psychology insights into one video for you. Watch that next.